A heat pump is basically like an air conditioner that goes both ways. It can get hot air out of your house in the summer and cool your house, but it can also run the other way around and keep your house warm in the winter. So you can use it instead of burning oil or gas in your house in the winter season. And basically, it takes a lot less energy to move heat around, to move it from outside to inside, than to make new heat. So that's why heat pumps are really efficient. The thing people find surprising about that is it would seem on a cold winter day that you might think there isn't heat in the air, but there actually is heat in the outside air that the system can bring in. The same as your refrigerator can push heat out into a kitchen that's a lot warmer than the inside of the fridge. There's two kinds of systems basically you can have with heat pumps, either ducted or ductless. Marty has a ductless system where you have separate units in each room. But if you already have ductwork in your house that is usable, then it can be reused for a heat pump system. So that's what I have in my house is a ducted system. It used to be a central gas furnace, and now instead it's a heat pump blowing the warm air or cool air in the summer through our existing ducts. Another advantage is it's one system that can do both heating and cooling. So instead of having to have a separate heating system, it can provide air conditioning in the summer, along with dehumidification, but also be your heat source in the winter. They work down into cold temperatures. Some people tend to think that it used to be that heat pumps didn't work when it got cold, but they have newer models now that keep working down below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So on the coldest days of this winter, my heat pump was still going and keeping the house warm. Heat pumps can be used for all sorts of different configurations of houses, and there'll be different solutions depending on the layout of the house as well as the overall size. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's the installers would need to carefully look at the space and how it's configured to what makes sense to do it. But there's no space overall too big or too small that would rule out thinking about heat pumps. There are solutions at different scales. In general, just electrification is really what we need to be doing from an environmental perspective, because with a fossil fuel burning system, whether it's heating your house or driving a car, those are CO2 emissions that you're never going to be able to get rid of. Whereas if you have a heat pump and you're running on electricity, the electricity is just getting cleaner in the New England grid all the time, and Belmont Light is buying clean electricity as well. So with electrification, you have the potential to keep heading towards zero emissions, basically. If you're interested in installing heat pumps, one thing to look into is Belmont Light has a new program, their Clean Comfort program, where you can get professional advice about the options that are available to you and help with sort of understanding the process of getting quotes from installers and knowing what you'd need for your particular home setup.